Okay, moving on to the faculty class. It extends employee, meaning that the parent class is employee. We're starting off this class by creating the array course and adding the courses taught with a max limit of 100. The variable created num courses taught is going to be the placeholder in the array and/or the counter. And the boolean is tenured is simply to ask the user if they're tenured or not. The default constructor in line 9 is firstly calling the super in case the user presents any information that is within the parent class. The other constructors are also giving the user opportunities to successfully say that they are in fact faculty by the information they provide. For the constructor in line 14, it is required to pass in a response to the question is tenured in order to be able to create that instance of faculty. Also, for the constructor in line 19, it is required to ask first it is required to provide the information of the department name, and as well as respond to the boolean. In the super, it is calling the parent class to retrieve the information. In the overloaded constructor, it is passing in all of these variables, and asking all of these variables must be passed in to be able to create that instance. Moving on to setting up the array. In line 41, we go to public void add course taught. We are passing in a course by the name course. If the course is empty, it is going to return nothing, which is that first line on line 42, what it's saying. Then, if the amount of courses in num courses taught is less than the set max of 100, meaning that there is no more space in the array, it is not going to be able to successfully add the course into the array. But if it isn't, it will add the course to the courses taught array at position num courses taught, and then increment the position for the following course. For line 51 public void add courses taught, it is passing in the array course and then created a for loop in order to iterate through each position in the array for every course by adding it to the add course taught method. And we're utilizing this for when there is multiple inputs. It takes the number of courses and adds them by one into the array by calling them into the add course method. To get the course, so continuing on to retrieving the information from the array, for line 57, we're checking we're passing in an index to see, first of all, if the index is within the array, where it can't be 0, it can't be less than 0, or it can't be more than 100. So if the index is currently greater than 0 and less than 100, it is going to return the position. And then in the public string get string course taught as a string, it's once again utilizing the index and returning it. If the index is appropriate, it will return it as a toString. And for the get all courses taught as a string, it is gonna created a for loop to run a for loop through the array, sending each position to the toString to be printed.